Alright, just when you thought that Star Wars couldn't get any better, breaking news, Hayden Christensen will be reprising his role as Anakin Skywalker and/or Darth Vader in the Ahsoka show. Whew. Now, I was already ridiculously hyped for this Ahsoka show. I expect Thrawn, I expect Ezra, I expect Sabine, I expect all of it. But Anakin Skywalker is a surprise. So this gives us two options. One being, could be flashbacks. One of the coolest fight scenes in all of Star Wars is Ahsoka versus Darth Vader in Star Wars Rebels. If there was a live action version of this fight and in a flashback, it would be pretty cool. But our second option is a Force Ghost. So Ahsoka and Anakin had a really long relationship as master and apprentice. Ahsoka being his Padawan throughout the whole Clone Wars. That's a long time to build a really big relationship with your master. I mean, you can see it grow throughout all 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, and then when she leaves the Jedi Order, it's heartbreaking for Anakin, and it's one of the reasons he turns to the dark side. Not the whole reason, but it's one of them. So I'm guessing Ahsoka feels pretty bad about Anakin going to the dark side, and probably puts a lot of that blame on herself. So maybe Anakin shows up and says, "Look, it wasn't your fault. This was all on me. You have nothing to worry about," and they have some conversation about joking about the old days in the Clone Wars. Because at this point, I'm sure the whole galaxy knows that Darth Vader is dead. This is years after he dies in Return of the Jedi, so I'm sure that everybody knows that he's dead. And she obviously knows that Darth Vader was Anakin, so she knows that he's dead. So maybe she reaches out to him in the Force, or he reaches out to her in the Force, and it's just gonna be an awesome conversation. There's not a lot of can't-miss conversations in Star Wars, but this is definitely one of them. So now the return of Hayden Christensen is just growing more and more every day. Kenobi show, probably Andor, and now Ahsoka show as a Force Ghost. If he's in Ahsoka as a Force Ghost, why not be in Mando Season 3? Why not be in Book of Boba Fett? Where there is Luke Skywalker, there could be Anakin Skywalker. Why not bring his Force Ghost around? I mean, there's a lot of situations where he could help Luke out, or he could talk to Ahsoka, or any of it. Where there's those two characters, I feel like Anakin could be there. So Hayden Christensen's return is going to be a lot longer and lasting than we think. It's also going to be very interesting to see how Anakin Skywalker explains his years as Darth Vader, explains how he feels about what he did to the whole galaxy, what he did during his time as Darth Vader, because a lot of stuff that wasn't shown on screen is some pretty gruesome stuff. I mean, he killed so many people in some pretty dark ways in all the comics and legends and all of it. It's just some crazy stuff he did as Darth Vader. Literally, they could make like 1,000 horror films just on Darth Vader, and it would be, I mean, I would watch it. It's going to be awesome, but he did some terrible stuff. So I want to see what he says about that, like what he felt, like what was going through his head the whole time. I mean, how could he just turn back to the light and become a Force Ghost? Like what happened? I gotta know. So all in all, this just makes me even more excited for the Ahsoka show. Sadly, they aren't even starting filming until 2022, probably early 2022, so we probably won't see this show until early 2023, I'd guess. I've already told you all the shows I think are going to come out in 2022 in a video before, so if you want to go watch that, it's just Andor, Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, obviously, and Mando Season 3. I think those 4 shows will be coming out next year, and 4 shows is a lot of content, so that's plenty. Ahsoka show being the next year isn't the biggest deal, but I wish it was sooner. Especially now knowing that Anakin's going to be in it. That's just... Ooh. Star Wars is back and it's better than ever. How many times do I have to say that in all these videos? It's back and it's better than ever, and I am so excited. So excited for the return of all these great characters, so excited for the introduction of all these great new characters. Oh, it's a good time to be a Star Wars fan. Alright, tell me what you think in the comments below about Anakin's return as a Force Ghost, or maybe in flashbacks as Darth Vader versus Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show. Smash that like button if you like this video, and please hit subscribe. And may the Force be with you, always.